Hi friends, my name is Free Skincare today. I don't have my phone with me, so I don't know if y'all actually said that, but today we're going to be doing an unsponsored, unbiased skincare routine, and morning and night obviously, because y'all keep asking, just because I made one video about the greatest skincare line of all time, Shishipeda's.
What are you waiting for?
And this is going to be a lengthy video just because I'm going over nighttime, morning routines, skincare tools, and other things outside of skincare that I use to help my skin in general. I want to preface this by saying, as a content creator who's done skincare a long time ago, like used to do videos every month about it, I've gotten a lot of skincare. I've accumulated a good amount.
Oh wow.
I have around 3 boxes full of random stuff that I am trying to use up or just like give away. So a majority of this is going to be gifted products. People usually associate that with, oh, you're sponsored, this is biased already. Not necessarily, just because I've gotten PR from literally all these brands, so I don't care if one of them doesn't like my opinion about them. I have the privilege to drop them and also have other brands to go to without like, oh no, I'm never gonna get this brand again. So I don't care what they think. I've never been sponsored by any of these brands. The only sponsors I've taken was from Curology, and we're not even mentioning them in this video. But if you're curious about that opinion, yes, it works, but you don't have to spend that much money because that's like a basic skincare routine. And that's if you have no skincare routine. That's my advice. So if you're worried about what I'm gonna say about each brand, just know that I'm not even gonna mention all of them because it's not relevant. I want you to think about the type of product I'm using, not the product brand itself. And even then, if I mention them, I'm gonna talk about like other brands that I like so that you can help yourself. I'm going to link an affordable version, a slightly more expensive, and like a luxury brand in each description. Hello, editing Frederic here. Also, slight change of plans. My skin looks like this now, so it's different from the video already, just because that's how life works. I wanted to clarify what I meant by that. So in the description, you're going to see 3 different brands for each product. I'm going to try to do at least 3, but just know that there's going to be different ranges just because sometimes I can't find an affordable version that's like under $10 or a luxury one because I don't try everything in the world. There's gonna be a whole section for Korean stuff just because I know some of y'all really like YesStyle, and I do have a coupon code. You don't have to use it, but yes, I make commission, so it's an affiliate link. All of them are going to be affiliate links, and all that means is if you use the link and you purchase an item, I make some money. It's the same price no matter what. So if you don't want to support me, you can just use a random link. It doesn't matter. Okay, that's all. Bye. Kisses. Mwah. As for the products I'm using, yes, I do tend to use things that range in like the $20s to $40 per item. Have I used stuff that started from $5? Yes, because I used to be a cashier with $12 an hour, so of course I can't spend this stuff. So I will mention products that do range in the cheaper version. I'm going to list them all in the description, but just know that typically those work less effectively than ones that are a little bit more high in price. I'm not saying spend $100 on something. No, you don't have to break into the bank to get a product you want. Just think about what to prioritize in terms of where you put your money. Finally, skincare on YouTube, skin on YouTube, makeup on YouTube, very, how do I say, warped, because you don't see the reality. This right now, I am about 2 feet away from my camera, but if I zoom in, you can see there is imperfections. Let's not talk about like how something is ugly or unwanted. Acne and acne scarring itself isn't ugly. It's just the fact that we've created this standard of you have to look perfect to be beautiful. I'll talk about that a little bit, but as you can see, some scarring here. I recently popped her. This is not oil. This is literally me putting on my skincare routine right after. I like the natural glow look instead, even as someone who has extremely oily skin, but you know, just it's not perfect. And you know who shouldn't care? Me. But I do a little.
You're that girl I knew you were.
And I'm gonna stay this close just for your sake so you can see like my face, because if I zoom far away, oh, you know, he has perfect skin. Some influencers actually use filters on their videos. I didn't know that was a thing, but they can literally blur out anything they want and it will track them and you won't be able to notice because it's so subtle. And I think people expect that our skin be perfect so that when we do actually have acne, people are like, why do you have that? Hence what happened to one of the Dolan twins, which I think is so stupid. Skin does not have to be perfect. The reason why you think it has to be perfect is because of how this industry works and how we have created this mindset that if I have acne, I'm less beautiful. I talked about it in the Trisha video. People will still argue with me that acne is ugly, but why do you think that way? And this is where I have had to constantly tell myself like, why? So it goes like this. Why do you think acne is ugly? Well, because I think it's gross. Why do you think it's gross? Because I never see it on people I like. Well, why do you never see it on people you like? Well, because that is not promoted on social media. Well, why isn't that promoted on social media? Because people have to sell stuff in order to make money. That's how industries work. Well, why does it work that way? Capitalism.
Did I lie? Did I lie? Did I fucking lie?
It all goes back to an underlying factor. So if you just dig deep into yourself, okay? Dig for your life! Really ask yourself why you think this way. It helps me clear up the idea that my skin has to be perfect. Now that that's done, let's talk about freaking skincare, right? As I said before, I'm going to link something that you can find at a drugstore, so CVS, Walmart, Target, online like Amazon, maybe the brand site itself, maybe at Sephora, a little bit more up in price between like the $15, $25 range, and then a luxury. To me, luxury is above 30, so that's my context for you. And the most expensive product I've ever purchased was $150. And yes, I did return it the moment after because I was like, let's not do that to yourself. So my morning routine, we're gonna start off with cleansing, of course. Doesn't matter what cleanser you use. To me, no, because I've honestly used so many. Most of them are the same to me. I will say Cetaphil does not work for me. I remember when I had a big acne breakout. Also, here's context for you. This is what my acne used to look like literally in November of last year, so I don't want to hear it. Cetaphil did not work for me. I have oily skin. Oily, not even combination. It's only that in the winter. So if you've come here and you are looking for a dry skin morning routine, maybe uses olive oil as a body lotion, I can't give that to you. You need to click away. Take my advice, don't buy the products I use because what I use will not work on you. That's just a fact. I tend to go for gel cleansers or cream cleansers in the morning just because they feel more gentle. The whole point of my morning routine is not to like strip everything. I have oils on at night so that when I wake up in the morning, it feels like plump and nice. As you can see, here's the B-roll. And there's some cleansers out there that will literally like strip every single piece of your skin. If you know like Alba Botanica, don't use it. Drugstore like Cetaphil can work for most people. Just try it. Honestly, you just have to try it. This is not telling you to buy brands. If you trust me enough, you can try it out yourself, but I tend to go for sample sizes first. Borrow something from a friend's if they have a cleanser that they swear by, just because every skin is different. Your DNA is different from mine. So I don't act surprised when I try something that another influencer recommends and it doesn't work the best for me. But how I cleanse is more important. So obviously you lather it up, emulsify it a little bit to get the foam if it does happen to foam, just because I feel like it works better. And it has a little more of a slip so that you're not pulling at your skin. And the way I cleanse is I will go in circles, but every time I go up in the circle, I will push up. Gravity is trying to make your skin be this, okay? It wants to sink your skin down. So don't accelerate that, push back, okay? We're going to push back. Do I care about aging? Yeah. I mean, if I can be younger, longer, obviously I'm gonna do it. Do I have a head start because I have oily skin and I'm Asian? Obviously. Am I gonna get like Botox for wrinkles? No, I think it's a little unnecessary. I think aging is nice and I think it's great because my mom still looks good and she's like over 50. And I don't wanna pay for like physical surgeries, but if I can manage to look younger, longer, I'm gonna do it. I will cleanse for at least 60 seconds. That is just a rule you have to do because you have to get everything around your face. It's almost like the 2-minute toothbrush. People always tell me they have acne around their hairline or under their chin. Well, are you cleansing there? So go like this. I've showed it in the video hopefully, but I will take my thumbs and go under my chin and around while I'm cleansing. That just helps get everything on your jawline. The reason why you get acne down there is usually because you're either touching it with your hands, which also don't touch your face. If you do, don't be surprised if acne gets there. Like, it's just a thing. I've learned to never do it again. It's a habit that is hard to break, but once you do it, trust me, it helps. If you're sleeping at night and maybe you like hold a plushie under your chin, that could break you out. If you sleep on your pillow, that could break you out. The way I sleep, flat on my back. And you can't control it all the time, but like if you can try to, it does help. Just wash your pillowcases if you can't do that. Once I'm done cleansing, this is another thing I had to change about my routine. I used to do face cloths and wash them once a week. And I found that sometimes the face cloth, it doesn't feel clean to me. Because even though I'm using it only for my face, I haven't washed that for a week. So I, as a germaphobe, have had to change to one-use towels. And before you say that is so wasteful, I get reusable ones from Amazon. They're made of bamboo. And then I cut them up into little sheets This is one of them. And once you're done using it, you just throw it in the washing machine in the little baggie. And I just have a whole jar full of them. That way I don't have to worry about, oh, this is dirty, and it just gets in my mind. Do you have to do that? No, like you really don't, but I just do it. So if you get acne around here, you have to make sure you're cleansing around your hairline too. Don't be scared to get it wet. Also, pull your hair back, please. Put a headband on there, put cat ear. I don't care what you put on there, just move the hair back. And once you're done cleansing, don't swipe your towel, like don't pull. That's even worse than pulling with your hands. Like please pat yourself dry. It just helps irritation, because I know people who will do one swipe and then it leaves a red mark for 10 minutes after. And while cleansing does make it so I can like see my acne scars a little bit more because I'm actively moving my face and blood is rushing to it, it goes away after like 5 minutes. Like this is my skin now, and it probably looks a little bit worse in the video just because I'm rubbing my face, but it's never getting irritated or red. If it does, you need to think about like either the cleanser you're using or how you're cleansing. Be more gentle. I do use silicone scrubs sometimes just because I find that that's like the lesser evil of physical scrubs. I don't like the idea of using sugar on my face. I think it's just too harsh. So I use silicone and just gently, you know, scrub around. It also helps get in the hairline, but don't push. Like I'll see people taking these and like dragging it like this. No, do that on your body, just not on your face, okay? The skin on your body is less sensitive than this. But now that cleansing's done, we're gonna go to toning. This isn't a requirement. I think the 3 things you need in life in terms of a routine is cleanser, moisturizer, sunscreen. Everything else is technically an add-on. The purpose of toner, people always say like, oh, balance your pH, and even to this day, I'm like, but how? And after years of doing it, I've just come to the conclusion that it helps your other things lay on better. It helps them absorb more into your skin. And also, since I use a lot of Korean products, they tend to tell you the pH, and your skin has a natural pH. If you use a cleanser, sometimes it will make it different. It'll be a little more basic or acidic. So the purpose of the toner is to make it back to your natural skin. That way it can be at its best and help other products go in more. At least that's what I think. Remember, I'm not a scientist or a dermatologist, I'm a skincare enthusiast. But toner is different morning and night. We'll get into that. For morning, it's just moisturizing. It's just something lightweight. I use the rice toner a lot from I'm From. The First Day Beauty one is really great. It's very similar. All I want is just some moisture and some hydration. That's it. Also, it helps calm my skin more just because it either has like oatmeal or some type of nut milk or rice. Once that's done, we're going to get into serum and acne treatment. These are interchangeable. Like sometimes a serum is an acne treatment. You don't have to use both. I tend to just because I'm trying to get rid of products. But I typically use vitamin C in the morning just because it helps brighten the skin. The purpose of it is to reduce dark spots on your face. Not darkness, okay? We're not getting rid of our tan. Just acne scars, maybe hyperpigmentation, all of that stuff. And also the one I used in the video did just run out. So I'm very upset about that because that one was pretty good. But this is the part where I had to say like I have yet to find a drugstore vitamin C that works as well as something from, you know, the 20s to 30s. It is difficult for that to happen. The one on Amazon is a scam. Please don't buy it. There's like 10,000 fake reviews on there. Please. It's difficult to find a great one. Even the one I just used, I wouldn't recommend because it leaves a little bit of a film on my face. It's kind of oily. Luckily, I don't break out from it, but like, I don't think it's worth the money just because I went through it so fast. Other serums people have used are like BHA serums. They just have salicylic acid. Maybe you're wondering, well, like what is a BHA? Well, that just stands for beta hydroxy acid, I think. AHAs are alpha hydroxy acids. And in short, BHA helps acne and blackheads. AHA helps whiteheads and acne scarring. BHA is less prone to irritate your skin. It also sinks deeper into your skin. That's why it targets acne itself. AHAs target the surface and can sometimes sting your face if you get the wrong ones or if you use it too often. I have been able to use this stuff every day just because I have trained my skin to. I've used this stuff for 5 years. But if you're just starting out, please don't do this stuff every day. Like you have to read the label. When it says 2 to 3 times every week, just do it because they're exfoliants. If you use that every day in the beginning, it's going to do worse and irritate your skin to hell. Oh, no. Sorry if you saw like glitter stuff. This was the culprit. Let's talk about acne treatments. I've seen the salicylic acid. It's cute, not great in terms of an acne treatment. I'm talking about direct spots. Like what is going to do the work in one day? The only answer I have found is benzoyl peroxide. That's like my end all be all this works, be careful using it because it will dry out your skin so much. I used to use it as a serum. It literally makes your skin peel off. This is literally $3 at Target and also like $4 on Amazon. So that's something that I have used since middle school and I still use it to this day and it works. Is it the best for your skin? I honestly don't know and I don't care because it helps my acne. And I will use like a little pea-sized amount and just spot treat areas that have either active breakouts or it's recovering or I just know that an acne spot is coming. And even if I don't have acne, I use that as a preventative treatment. That's what most people use BHAs for. I'll just put it right around my nose under here because I tend to get a lot of like, not acne, but just weird spots. I think y'all know what I mean. Like I get them around my chin too. So I'll just put it here, 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 and my forehead because there's just some texture there. So if you have dry skin, just be aware the moment you put that on, it will dry your skin out immensely. It used to make my skin peel because I wasn't using it correctly. Like you have to moisturize well before and after. Now that I know like, oh, if a cleanser makes me feel squeaky on my face, that's really bad because it's stripping everything from it. Use a toner to help moisturize. Use moisturizers after. Don't be scared of that just because you have oily skin. It doesn't make my skin peel, but it used to. Next up, eye cream. Do you need it? No. The reason why I use it, it helps my makeup go on better. If your makeup tends to look patchy or it creases or it just looks dry under there after you put on makeup, that's because you're not putting enough moisture underneath. So I use eye cream every day, not only for moisturizing, but also because it helps my concealer look more skin-like and natural. And also I'm not wearing any makeup. I hope that makes sense. Like I'm only wearing gloss right now. There are some eye creams that are like eye balms instead, and they help brighten the skin because they have like some pearls inside of it. Those are nice too, but you don't need it. You don't need eye cream in general. Now, if you're wondering, like, Frederic, how do I get rid of my eye bags? How do I get rid of my dark circles? I don't think people realize there's a difference. Eye bags itself is a bag under your eye. Like, there is a line there. This is not an eye bag. That's just my eye. This is as flat as a pancake, okay? Flatter than Kansas.
But not this ass though. Right? Not this ass though, right?
If anything, I have very slightly, okay? Please don't take this out of proportion. I have some darkness under my eye, but who doesn't? That's just a thing. Every human has dark circles under their eye, and if you don't, you look weird because it just looks like you have concealer on no matter what. It's normal, so if you want to get rid of it, use concealer. And if you think you can get rid of it, I'm here to tell you it's not gonna happen. The only solutions I have found is vitamin C, slightly, and get some more sleep. Also, darkness under here can happen because you're not moisturizing it enough and you're not sleeping enough. And the only reason eye bags come through is age. Maybe you're just born with it or you're not getting enough sleep. I've seen an eye bag on myself once just because I stayed up all night. So that I can just prove it there. We're almost done, okay? Moisturizer next. A lot of oily skin people will say, if you use moisturizer, it's going to be worse. No. I used to be that way, and the reason why you can't be afraid of moisturizer is because your skin needs hydration. Every person's skin needs hydration because we're made of majority water, y'all. And also, it's just better for your skin. Hydration helps protect your skin. It does give the nice glowy look if you wanted that, but it helps your skin heal faster. It just makes it look healthy. Water hydrates. Oil moisturizes. Not even all the time. People get the idea that if you use a moisturizer, your skin will be oilier. The reason why your skin may be oily is because you're not giving it enough nutrients for it to stop producing oil. If you literally strip your skin every day with a cleanser that has, I don't know, like Dove soap in it, you put on acne treatments, benzoyl peroxide, and leave the house with nothing else on, your skin is going to produce oil because it's saying, I'm dry, I need more oil. So if you put it on before that, it's gonna say, oh, I already have it on my face. I don't need to produce more. And listen, from oily to oily, you need to moisturize. In the summer, when we're more oily, use a gel water cream. The lightweight ones, the ones that don't look white, okay? Anything that is more clear and less thick. In the wintertime, use a cream one. Use one that is thicker in consistency, maybe even has some oil in it, but you need it to nourish your skin because in winter we're more dry. Also keep in mind, I live in New York City. It can be humid here. It's currently like 80 degrees outside. So if you live in Brazil or California, You might use different products because the weather's different there. That is why you don't take every influencer's advice, because we all live in different places, mainly LA, which is dry, okay? It is like 0% humidity there. And also sometimes instead of moisturizer, I'll just use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It is the one product I will say is amazing just because it worked great for makeup, but it helps in my mind to make sunscreens just stick on my face better, like it doesn't leave it. Maybe I'm just wrong, but either way, I like using it in terms of a moisturizer. Now let's talk about sunscreen. God, I hate talking about this. If you don't believe you need sunscreen, you need to read some articles. Here's a picture of someone who is a truck driver and half of their face faces the window where the sun comes through, half of it doesn't. Okay, why do we need sunscreen? First of all, to protect from skin cancer. Anyone can get it. Secondly, it helps fade acne scars. It helps prevent them from getting even worse. Third of all, it helps prevent wrinkles. It doesn't like instantly do it, but if you use it early on and just in general, it helps wrinkles happen less fast, if that makes sense.
I do not do my makeup every day, but every day I don't do my makeup always is the day that the paparazzi comes and finds me, so now I'm getting better at doing it every day.
I don't want to say anti-aging because none of this stuff is technically anti-aging. You're all gonna age, okay? Face it. It just slows down the aging process of wrinkles. And this is where people are like, well, it always makes me break out. Find a different product. You have to test, okay? You can't just say, because this thing breaks me out, everything else is going to break me out. I've dealt that before, okay? I know the one in the drugstore, like the one that is Neutrogena, I hate it. Can my mom use it? Yeah, because it just works for her. So I'm not gonna use that one because I know that Korean skincare is better. Korean sunscreens, chemical ones especially, they don't leave a white cast on my face. I'm not even that tan. If anything, this is how tan I actually am. And also, did you notice that lighting made my skin look worse? That's how strategic we are on YouTube. But it still leaves a white cast, so I'm not gonna use most of them. But if you have deeper skin, you have to understand that you can still get skin cancer. Yes, melanin does protect you a little bit from the sun, but not 100%. Sunscreen, SPF 30s and 50s and onwards, even though you don't need to go above 50, that's just a marketing scheme. They protect virtually all UV rays. 97 to 99%. And hopefully, if I have not convinced you, you need to get a broad spectrum one because that means it tackles UVA and UVB. What does that mean? UVA stands for aging, UVB, burn. That's the simplest way I can put it. So while Windows prevent UVB rays, it doesn't prevent UVA. So if you're indoors, put it on. Yeah, it's not gonna be like as bad as you're outside, but it's still going through. If sunlight is peeking through somewhere in your house, there is UVA rays going through. If it's a cloudy day, even if it's raining, if you can see outside, there's sun going through. If you're on a plane, you're technically closer to the sun. The ozone layer isn't gonna protect you that much, nor are clouds, so you need to put on sunscreen even more often on the plane actually. There's two types, mineral, chemical. Mineral ones will technically do the white cast sometimes because it's using actual white minerals that reflect sunlight, so zinc oxide, titanium dioxide, and chemical ones absorb UV rays, which is why you technically should reapply those a little bit more often, especially if you're outside. I don't know if this is true, but in my mind, like if I don't sweat, I'm not gonna reapply mineral sunscreen because it's already on my face. It doesn't leave it. But chemical ones, since it's absorbing, it's gonna stop absorbing at some point if you just are continually outside. So reapply every 2 hours, please. Someone let me know if there's like actual science behind it. I've yet to find the answer. And also, don't be afraid to put it on your neck and ears and hands because people always say like the neck and the hands are the first sign of aging, but also skin cancer. Like that's why I put on body sunscreen every time I go out. I'd rather not risk it in the world. I already have moles. I don't know how they keep coming, but part of me gets scared now. Now let's get to my nighttime routine. It's much different. The mindset you want for nighttime is, I'm about to go to sleep. When you go to sleep, your skin is regenerating itself. That is the most active time. When you're asleep, okay? Not just in bed. You can't expect your skin to be perfect and actually heal if you're not getting enough sleep. There's a lot of factors that go into this. First up, I will use an oil cleanser. There are two kinds. You have your oils and a balm. A balm is solid and it eventually turns into an oil. The reason why I use this every night is because, and this is from La Beautytologist, go follow her for actual skincare advice, balms help get rid of the excess makeup on your face, obviously. Like it's a makeup remover first. And it helps get rid of dirt and oils and other stuff because oil can get rid of oil, if that makes sense. So don't be scared. Like it's not gonna break you out. Some will, but most of them have not for me because you're going to wash it off after. And I will go between 1 in 20 minutes of oil cleansing, just because after like the 10-minute mark, I don't know what it's called, I'll put it right here, but eventually like I will see that some of the things on my face, like just blackheads or just little areas that look like it's been clogged, they'll start literally leaving because you're massaging it so often and using oil that it helps pull those out. And it just feels nice. I don't think people understand that like the reason why Korean 10-step routine, the one that everyone raves about, a factor that goes into that is you're using so much product, you're forced to continue massaging your face. And massaging your face does help it look better. I mean, it just helps the contours of your face. Lymphatic drainage, people always pull that out when they're using like jade rollers and gua sha. I'll get to that soon, but either way, the more you massage your face, it does help in a way. If I'm wearing makeup though, I'm going to put an oil balm first, then an oil cleanser. I don't care if you think you only need 2. I still see makeup after the first oil cleanse, so I don't trust it. I'd rather be over cleansing in terms of oil than having makeup on my face after. And also please get into the hairline. Once again, there is makeup in your hairline and that will break you out if you don't get rid of it. You don't have to worry about over cleansing with oil just because it's not gonna strip, it's just literal moisturizing oil on your face. Just don't do that with regular cleansers that are water-based or gel because that will strip your skin. So I'll use the same cleanser after all of that, and then eventually my skin, pat it dry. Then we go into toner, which is a chemical toner this time. So a lot of toners will say like AHA 10%, BHA 2% toner. You have the Paula Choice one, you have the kombucha one from Used to the People, which I'm addicted to just because it has kombucha in it. There's a lot on the market and I use them at least 2 to 3 times every week just because it helps exfoliate my face. The reason why you shouldn't use this stuff in the morning is because it makes your skin more sensitive. So I'm not gonna like actively ruin my skin in the morning. And you could be doing more harm than good if you're putting on like retinols, exfoliating stuff in the morning because you're going to be exposed to something that will make your skin worse. And I don't put on toners in the morning with pads just because I just pat it on. But at night, I will use these ones. These are very thin. They're from Yes Style, it's a Korean brand. These are 1/3 of the thickness of a traditional cotton pad here. America, get with it. I just put in this big jar and I don't use the reusable ones just because, once again, like they break me out because I'm using fabric softener, which has a bunch of fragrance in it. And also they absorb way too much product and I don't find them effective because they actually pull on my skin because it's just straight up cotton. I will put 2 to 3 drops on that toner pad and it's enough. And then I have to do like 5 to 7 for the other ones. So if you want to conserve product, use thinner cotton pads. Let me know if there's a good reusable one because I would love to. Serums, I tend to go for things that have niacinamide in it. Once again, like think about the ingredients, not just like the actual product itself that I'm trying to market to you. This one just happens to be in a powder form. It's from The Ordinary. It's very affordable. This brand itself is affordable if you want to like start trying out new things. And I'll mix this with either my moisturizing toner or just a regular serum that I'm like, I want a boost of niacinamide because it helps reduce acne scars, reduce the appearance of pores, blah, 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 all that science stuff. It's just a good ingredient. In terms of a serum, I will often use a retinol just because that is ingredient known to help acne and acne scarring. Retinol is one of those other ingredients that I will say like don't buy a $5 one. It's most likely just a fake one or it has like virtually none of it in there. The ones I've used are only from dermatologists and they're not over the counter, like I had to ask them for it. It comes in like tretinoin usually and it's in that weird medicinal tube. And maybe you're wondering like, how do I afford a dermatologist? If you have insurance, sometimes it can work. You have to check based on each dermatologist's office. So I'm not gonna get into that. Ask your parents, Google. I still use eye cream at night, and then we go into moisturizers. I will say this is a good one, and I think it's at Target. From Coco Kind, it's called the Texture Smoothing Cream. Brands like these, they don't have fragrance in them, so if you have sensitive skin, that's definitely a plus. Fragrance in my skincare, I don't care if it's in there, it doesn't break me out, but when it doesn't have it, I'm always gonna be like, oh, probably better. But this is called a Texture Smoothing Cream. I don't know how it works. It just has celery in it, but it has definitely helped. If you want to try, go ahead. But I tend to use creams that are supposed to be like improving your skin in terms of texture at night, just because I just feel like they're more effective than the daytime. So this is another one. It's called a sleeping mask. It's just a moisturizer. And this says clear skin PHA, which is a light exfoliation. I don't really know what PHA stands for though, so I'll put it right here, but it's just another way of saying like, oh, it's gonna help your skin look better in terms of texture and acne scarring. But just be careful, you don't wanna use like all these products at night just because it can irritate your skin. Like, you can over exfoliate for sure. Know your skin well. If it literally burns, you're putting on too much. My skin, it's fine. I can handle that. Lastly, if I'm feeling a little bit dry, like maybe I just want my skin to recover a little bit better, I will put on a face oil. Whoa, Frederic, you have oily skin. Are we sure? Face oils are known to make an occlusive layer. Like, it helps protect your skin at night, but it also helps retain the moisture at night, and it just makes your skin recover faster. This one from Kiehl's, I don't know how it works. Yes, this is the most expensive thing in the whole product range. I think this is like 40, 50 maybe. And a lot of people have said like, this is terrible because it has essential oils and fragrance, and I don't know what they're saying, but it just helps for me. If you don't like fragrance, don't use it. But I'm just tired of the people who say like any fragrance is bad because it's an essential oil. And lastly, lip mask. It just helps my lips feel soft in the morning. That's all. And I bought this a year ago and I've gone through only that much because you need barely any. Okay, and that's all the products. Let's get into tools. Acne patches. If you've watched me for long enough, you know I'm addicted to these. I'll link my favorite brand just because you get the most for your money, and you also get 2 different sizes, and it's the flattest patch I've used ever. These ones, no, too thick. These are from Peace Out Skincare, and you're not even getting a lot. I got 2 of these in a pack for like $5. I don't remember. Either way, there's a pack that you pay like $5 or $6 and you get 51 patches. And virtually every acne patch works the same way. Even the banded ones that are viral on TikTok, which also you're not getting your most money if you use those. Why are acne patches good? It, first of all, protects you from picking at your acne, and it will just suck up all that juice. We're getting graphic. It'll just suck up all that white. It'll just suck the juice out of the acne. I don't know how else to say it, y'all. A lot of people misuse these though, so only use it if you've recently popped a pimple, and I mean minute of popping. If there's a pimple that is white, like it's ready to pop and you don't want to do it yourself, use it on there. Those are the only 2 times it'll actually suck the stuff out of it. If you're talking about one that is like cystic, barely coming through, it just hurts, how can it help? It's under your skin. If you can pop it, you know you can pop it, it'll do it too. Also, don't pop cystic acne ones, that it will scar your face. But people are putting this on like at the end of their routine, and let me just tell you, that is a waste because it'll slide off. You're putting so much moisturizer and so many like liquid things. This is not going to penetrate. It'll literally wipe off because you've already put too much products. You have to put these on right after cleansing and after you pat dry, because that is the only time in your skincare routine when you are actively dry and there's nothing else on your face. Maybe you're wondering like, but what if I want my serums to penetrate into it? This itself is enough to help your acne start healing. You don't need to put all the products on there first. If you feel like you need to though, skincare usually penetrates within 20 to 30 minutes. So 20 to 30 minutes after your routine, take a piece of tissue paper, wipe off the area where your acne spot is, and then press it on, because then that will stick better. But don't put it straight on after sunscreen. Like, it will wipe off. Don't try it. And the reason why I put them on after popping a pimple is just because it helps get the extra stuff that comes out after. You know, when you pop a pimple and it's like, oh, a minute later, I'm still wiping it with the tissue, and it helps it heal better and reduce, you know, like the appearance of, oh, I just popped a pimple. And you can put makeup over them too. If you're using them in the morning, you take them off at night before your nighttime routine. And if you want to use it at night too, like you want to double up, same steps. Use it after cleansing or wipe it off after your routine. These are other acne patches. They not as affordable in my opinion, but they're just cute. It's called Starface. You've probably seen it on Instagram, but they just have stars. I don't know. Some people are like, this looks cuter. They have refillable options, so sure. Gua shas. I use this during oil cleansing at night or in the shower, just because you need something that has a slip. If you're doing this on dry, you're pulling at your skin, and that's a no-no. But this is said to do lymphatic drainage, which is just help reduce the puffiness and the overall look of like, oh, my face looks bloated. I don't think of it as reducing toxins. I'm like, it doesn't really make sense to me, but people say that it happens. People have also said it helps your jawline look better. I will say throughout time it can help, but not like instantly. I'm tired of people saying like, oh, 2 weeks after doing it now. No, that's not the purpose of this. The only brand I'm going to recommend is from an actual Asian creator, which is Seishu, because I'm tired of all these American brands thinking they invented the wheel with this. And if you want a tutorial, this way, take this right here, do this, some of this, over your eyebrow is nice, around here is good, and make sure you hold your skin taut. Your face will look red after, that's normal. Let's talk about derma rollers, y'all. You've all seen this. This one It says it's 24 karat gold. I don't know if that's true, like the needles itself. So it's antibacterial. I've got this from a company called Banish in terms of reducing acne scarring. It's the most effective one. And especially like acne scarring that isn't just on the face, like it's texturally, you have an acne scar that's like indented into your face. A lot of people use the rollers. I have found that while they do work pretty well, this one is more of a, you press it into your skin so you can't risk the fact that you're rolling it. And maybe you're wondering like, why am I gonna stick needles into my face? That sounds so scary. Yeah, it is. But the point of it is that it makes your skin think it's damaged so that it overcompensates by producing new skin and collagen. So we're kind of abusing our skin, but I will just press it over my acne scars, and I have found like it does help. All these items help, but they're not necessary. When do you use it? At night. Please don't do it in the morning. I do it after cleansing. Also make sure you put alcohol in this, or just douse it in alcohol before, because you don't want bacteria on this and press bacteria into your face. And I tend to not put chemical exfoliants after, just because I'm like, you just puncture your face. I'm not about to put a straight up exfoliator inside my skin, because sometimes it draws blood, like a little bit. And I use this once to twice a week. I don't know what these are called. Extractors, y'all. Remember this? I still use them only for around this area. Like remember when I talked about the weird things around here? I don't know how, but every week I will go around there and stuff comes out. It's not like a whitehead because it doesn't appear white. It just feels like a bump. So every week I just go around there and under my chin just to maintain it. Just be careful going around your nose or anywhere else because you could potentially scar it. These are meant to be used by professionals, but as long as you're not digging into your skin and trying to like break through, you'll be fine. Just be gentle. If it doesn't want to come out, it's not coming out. So don't force it. Dermaplaning, they just shave your face. They help remove dead skin too, but I primarily use it just around here, around my cheek, because it helps makeup go on better. And also people say like, it helps your skin recover faster, whatever, products soak in better, whatever. That's not my intention. I rather just shave my face. And also if you have active acne, this is hard to do. You have to like go around it. So just be careful, use this once a week. Lastly, we're gonna get into masks. These are products, but once again, I don't think you need this stuff at all. So my first one is my favorite thing to do is a chemical mask. People also known as peeling mask. This one is a random Korean one I've been trying. It's just an AHA 30% and a BHA 2%. It's like the full-on chemical exfoliant that you're putting on your face. It's the same one that's like the blood one on The Ordinary, except I like this one more because it doesn't burn my face. The red one, I don't know why, but like it will always sting no matter what I do. It does work, like, but I just don't like the feeling of the sting, so I've resorted to other ones. It just helps exfoliate your face. It's just a straight up, this is the most powerful version, so don't abuse it. Please use it like once a week. Don't put chemical exfoliants on after, just do moisturizing stuff. Next up is a nourishing mask. So this is an avocado one from Kiehl's. If you have dry skin, these ones are great. I use this during the winter and that's all I can say. I will also use it after makeup sometimes just because I want to like make my skin feel nourished and I don't want it to break out. And I don't know how, makeup doesn't break me out as long as I'm not wearing it too long, and also if I just do stuff after to help make up for it. I just have to overcompensate in order to not let my pores be clogged. So I'll put on a clay mask. This one is made of rice, I think, and they all have clay in them. Like, it's just a clay mask, y'all. Does it make your skin feel tight after? Yeah. Does it draw out impurities? I don't really know, because sometimes people market it like it's this, and that's just not the fact. But I will do this before videos and makeup just because it helps my skin look better, and that's it. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Actually, we're not done. I will drink chia seed water. It has omega-3s and it helps my hair and also my skin. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated. I will drink like 5 of these bottles every day just because it's necessary. I mean, if you eat cheese, dairy, meat, fat stuff, your skin could break out more. Greasy stuff, you know, fried stuff, it will make my skin worse, so I try to not do that every time. Fruits and vegetables help a lot. Tomatoes somehow help me a lot. I just love tomatoes though, so I will eat them like an apple. Let me know if you do that too. Exercise, there's just a lot of things that happen in a skincare routine. A lot of factors help your skin and can make your skin worse, so think about what you're doing in your life. What can you change? In my opinion, start off with the products itself. Like, I'm not gonna say, oh, exercise and you'll get clear skin, you know, not like that. I'm not gonna tell you water helps your skin clear up. Like, it can help. It's not the #1 thing though. Like, use an acne treatment, please. And also know that skincare is a journey. Like, I have gone through clear skin, bad skin, clear skin again, so we're probably gonna get to bad skin again. It's just hormones, it's part of life. It's being a teenager, genetics too, and try to have fun with it. I use this routine as therapy for me because I will be in there for 30 minutes to an hour, and it just helps me relax. So that's all I have for y'all today. If you enjoyed, give it a like, leave a comment down below about any other questions you had. I will try to answer them. Subscribe for more videos every week. I try to post every Saturday, and if not, turn on my post notifications. Oh my god, I'm rambling. Fan art of the week is you. Thank you so much for submitting. This is their Instagram. If you want to submit anything, just tag me on Instagram or Twitter. Social medias are all right here. Go follow them. I'll wait here until you do. And as always, I love you all, and everything is less than 3. Now I'm late for meeting my friend. Oh my god, I can't get out of this.